undeniability, quality of being impossible to deny or dispute. You have that in any field of work, you will be successful. But as an artist or musician, you'll become legendary. Over the years, there's been people in music that's been utterly undeniable. No matter what they do or what you do, they will be in your face, even when you don't want to hear or see them. But if you click this video, you might want to know how to become undeniable. I've seen it done many ways, and today we will be going through a few facets of undeniability. But first, grab your favorite thing to eat. It's going to be a long video. Like I mentioned earlier, becoming undeniable can look different depending on the person. As an artist, I truly believe the best way is through the talent. Whether you're a hater or supporter, people typically can spot a talented individual if they hear their work. For example, Kendrick Lamar, his lyricism, his production, the guy is uniquely talented. You don't get to where he's at without a ton of people thinking the same thing. Or when you look at an artist like Juice WRLD, and to be honest, he's the main person I thought about when I made this video. Juice to me was someone who, if you weren't a fan of him, played any of his songs, mixed with any of his freestyle, and you try to tell me this guy wasn't talented, I would think you're legitimately going insane. The man freestyled for like an hour straight on straight Eminem beats, and it actually sounded amazing and coherent. It wasn't like a bunch of uhs and stuff, you know what I mean? Even Eminem himself thought it was tough.
Juice too, man. Like, yo, that kid was so talented, man. He, like, his freestyle he did on Westwood where he rapped for an hour, like, what the?
This facet of undeniability is one of the hardest to come by because truly talented people, let's be honest, are a dime a dozen, especially these days. With the constant gimmicks and stuff, these days it's hard to stumble upon a talented person. They be coming along every once in a blue moon type stuff. Moving on, the next facet of undeniability is consistency. Consistency is underrated, what can I say? I need to be more consistent. But you don't necessarily need to be the most talented person in the room or in your city to be consistent. That's work ethic. But for example, Drake is a good case of consistency. The man has been consistent for more than a decade at this point. You can hate him, love him, beef with him be your friend. No matter what, there will be three things that aren't going to change in this life: death, taxes, and Drake making a summer hit. I feel like in that way, he really made himself undeniable. I can't lie. Because he's been consistent through different ages, eras. Think about the sheer amount of rappers who started and stopped making music or fell off since Drake dropped his first popular song. Actually, you don't have to, it's a lot. Or even an artist I talked about in a previous vid, Lil Tecca. That guy has never stopped releasing music since his first hit song, and he's getting better and better each time. This was a guy a ton of people wrote off as a one-hit wonder. Now he's undeniable right now. The last facet of undeniability is hereby the most uncommon because it just can't be taught and is hard to replicate. I would label it as energy, or what some people say, and honestly it's an overused word, aura. It's the feeling an artist personally gives people. It doesn't necessarily have to be in the music or music videos or in lyrics or whatever. It's just pure vibes. People just flock to this person for whatever reason. It's easy to be a fan of this person, you know? You ever saw someone and was like, dang, you just gravitate towards them. Even in life, sometimes maybe at your school or at your job, it's easy to flock to this person. This person is easily digestible, maybe they're not, and you kind of just really are interested in their story without really even talking to them. They're that mysterious person, you know? They don't have to do too much. But when they do, they're legitimate stars. Everybody wants to know about them. However, a lot of times artists like this will be labeled crazy or maybe rooted oftentimes in controversy. Again, like I said earlier, you can't teach this. This is purely in your blood system. This is something you have before birth. This is just who you are as a person. If you don't have that, that is okay. Honestly, don't try to replicate it because as humans, we will definitely know if you're faking this facet of undeniability. Like, in my honest opinion, I would say XXXTentacion had this trait. So many people following him just based off what he said. Like, he had fans legitimately. I don't even think they were the biggest fans of his music, but they were just fans of him and what he was saying and how he talked. Like, tell me, like, if you weren't there, you weren't there, but in some of those Instagram lives where X was just talking, he captivated thousands by just speaking. Didn't have to do too much. When he first came out, everybody was just so curious about him. Like, what is this guy? Like, so many question marks on his name, and people just naturally wanted to know more about him. He was undeniable off his energy alone. Also, I feel like Tupac had it too. You know, when the guy spoke, people listened, and he could have you amped up about anything, no matter what the topic. Watch any old Tupac interviews or where he's talking about the beef with the East Coast, or even if he's on some positive energy stuff. Negative, positive, the guy talked and people wanted to know more. The guy talked and people wanted to listen, just naturally. And he's had that since he was even younger than he was right before he passed away. Again, it's in your blood. You can't teach it. Try to replicate it. We're gonna know you faking. I'm honestly so curious to know if I'll see another truly undeniable person in this way in my lifetime, because again, this facet of undeniability is truly a dime a dozen. It doesn't come around a lot. Hopefully I see it again. With that being said, did I miss some facet of undeniability? Let me know in the comment section. I feel like I got a good portion of it, but I'm sure there's more. But I appreciate you for making it this far into the vid. I go by RagerUniversity, and I'll see you in whatever I upload next. Peace.